Hello everybody, I am Shepples and welcome back to Let's Play Shadow Man. Okay,
Michael,
so after going through all that, does Jonty want to talk
Michael,
again?
back so soon? Getting a bit too spooky for you, huh? Scaring the bejesus out of you, huh?
Jonty, much as it pains me to admit it, I need your advice.
Is that right? Well, fire away. Not literally, mind you.
Nettie sent me to look for these Govi that supposedly contain the Dark Souls. Well, I've not even come close to one.
Ah, poor you. Let me put it this way. If you were trying to keep a source of immortal cosmic power from falling into the hands of the ultimate and evil, would you leave that source of immortal cosmic power just lying around the place for the world and his wife to stumble across?
I guess not.
Well then, you're going to have to look a little harder, aren't you?
I guess so.
And Michael?
Yes.
I wouldn't worry your pretty little bald head about it too much. I mean, it's only the end of the world.
Good old Jonty. Okay, so basically all that big file was basically giving us a background on each of the 5 killers, with the last one being, of course, Jack 2, which was the guy in the intro. And they've basically all sort of talked about... That sounds a hell of a lot louder than I had it. Oh yeah. Sorry, it seems that the sound effects reset themselves each time. So yeah, basically he was the last one of the 5. There's 5 in total. As I said, I've read through them all now. But you know, as I said, like, you can always go back and watch it. I've read through the whole thing. If you want to, that's entirely up to yourself. But it was an interesting enough read. The one thing that I'm interested in is I don't think that they are sort of based on true serial killers in any shape or form, because I don't think there was ever a Jack 2. I think there was only ever Jack the Ripper. But they're really well done. They're really well written in that, I have to say. But anyway, to give you a bit more of a background, because of having to read that, I kind of lost track and didn't get to talk about Nettie and Jonty. Nettie is basically she's a priestess, a voodoo priestess, and she was losing her powers because she needs the Shadow Man to stay alive. In order to keep young, she needs to use the Shadow Man's power to stay young. But she also needs the Shadow Man and Jonty because she can't actually go to Deadside herself. That's why she needs Jonty to sort of stay there as her eyes and ears, and she needs Shadow Man to basically do all the battling for her. And she basically put the Mask of Shadows into Michael to become the Shadow Man. But it's not just for that, it's because that she needs him in order to keep her youth and to actually keep alive and keep her powers full. But because she's never been to Deadside, when she gets a prophecy, there's no actual direct sense of direction. She can only sort of give it in riddles, and that's why there's never a sort of direct way of telling exactly what she's talking about. She can only give it in sort of, as she gets visions. And then Jonty's her sort of middleman that can kind of confirm what is going on. And that's basically how it works with Nettie. Jonty, as I'm sure you've gathered from the accent, is Irish, like myself. And one night when he was coming home from the pub in Dublin, he had the misfortune of running into a group of students who were basically conducting Satanist practice, and they used Jonty as their sacrifice. Poor fucker. But Nettie called him from Deadside and basically gave him the option to be her eyes and ears in Deadside, and in doing so gave him the ability to live again, or at least on Deadside. But it didn't quite go as according to plan, and he ended up getting a new body, alright, but he ended up getting the body of a snake, and that's why he appears as he is. And he acts as Nettie's eyes and ears on Deadside, and basically to confirm her prophecies and visions. That's basically how it works. As for Legion, as I said, again, I don't really know much. I'm not a holy person in any shape or form. But Legion is said to be in the Bible, as was marked in the document there as well. For we are many. I don't know the whole details of it. As I said, I'm not a holy person. I've never read the Bible. I only know that there is such talks in the Bible as that of Legion, for we are many. Now, I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. There's no map, so I'm going to just have to kind of go with this and sort of hope that it works out. I'm not liking this. Whoa, what the fuck is that thing? Never mind, I'm not gonna stand around and find out. I'm running like hell. What in the world is that thing? I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know. Where is it? Where's it gone? Is it dead? Oh, it ain't dead.
Got it.
Whoa. Now shit is getting a little bit out of control. So basically we have to find a way of getting these Dark Souls, but we can't do it yet. We have to we have to know how to do it before we can actually do it. I don't think those things in the sky bother me, so I'm not gonna bother them if they don't bother me. That's kind of the way I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna snipe these motherfuckers. I'm still getting used to the controls. So really, I don't know any more than what you guys know at this stage. So this is gonna be interesting because, as I said, I always wanted to play this when it came out on the PlayStation 1, but it was something that I never got a chance to get my hands on. I don't know why. I don't know whether it was other games out there that just kind of interested me more, or what the story is as such. But it's one that I'm coming back to now. As I said, this can be gotten on GOG for $5.99. I think the usual reasonable and cheap price. Now I don't know how long this game is either. I honestly have no idea how long this is. I have to admit though that the controls are a bit awkward. I might have to set them back. There's probably a reason why they were set to the arrow keys. Actually, I can sort of see it now. Do I really want to go down there? Nah, fuck that. I'll holster my weapon. I'll climb across here and I'll shoot from there. I hear something talking, but I have no idea what. Oh, shit. This can't be good. There's another one right over the other side. Ugh. Why isn't that hitting him? I don't particularly fancy dying. I don't think he can die. It's for you. Flailing around there like you own the place. There we go. Alright. This is, I don't know what this game's like. I don't know whether it's good or what. I genuinely have no idea. I've never played it. As I said, before I started doing the Let's Play of it, all I played was as far as the church. That was it, and that was just to make sure that the game's running okay and that it recorded properly. This is the thing about these games from around 1996 up until about 2000, 2001. They can sometimes be very difficult to get to record properly. So yeah, I always test. Oh bollocks! I always test them first before I do, because sometimes it can be a little bit weird. I think for the next part I am going to change the keys back. Maybe it might make life a little bit easier. I'm quite lost at the moment. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. But this is kind of the style of game back then as well. Those games were very how do I... Ah, okay. Right. You know what, actually, I'm just going to change... Bear with me, I need to change the controls back. Up. Down. Turn left. Turn right. There we go. It'll just... Oh, bollocks. It'll, make my life a lot easier. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll work a lot easier. But I genuinely have no idea what's going on. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What's this thing?
I'm the Lord of Deadside.
I have no idea what just happened. I don't want to rush into this either. I kind of want to... I want to understand what it is that's going on. I don't want to... When I play a game, like, in comparison to other Let's Players, I might look like I'm really slow in comparison to other Let's Players, but when I play a game, whether it's doing a Let's Play of it or not, I like to look around. I like to see what's going on.
This should be useful.
What's this thing?
Shit, that's hot.
I like to see, you know, I don't like to rush it. I like to take my time as though I was playing it normally.
Looks like someone left me a note.
Uh-huh. The prophecy. Okay. I love this. I love the way that there's a lot to do. Like, you know, like all this stuff. Okay, I'm going to read this, so bear with me, please. Just skip on if you don't want to hear. 23rd November 1988. Dear friend, although centuries may have passed by the time that you read this note, know that I greet you with both as a friend and as a brother, for I in my time have also borne the burden that has the mask of shadows. Know then that I constructed these passageways, the paths of shadow, as pathways through the place known as Deadside, so that we and those who also bear the mask might bring order to this realm and traverse it without hindrance. In my time I believe gathered and catalogued many of the ancient artifacts of power, some of which reside within those chambers. However, I fear that I must leave my work incomplete. A seed of darkness has come to this realm, and more powerful than has been felt in centuries, and so I find it necessary to seal the paths of shadow, lest they and the artifacts within them fall into the hands of evil. The task of securing these passageways has been an immense labour, and I fear that with my weakening powers these outer gates have not been secured as strongly as those deeper within the paths. Know then that the way ahead shall require much greater strength than that which you brought you here. In addition to the catalogue of artifacts, find here enclosed Les Cartes du Prophète, the prophecy as spoken to by the ancients of Loa. I fear that the darkness I sense on this day might be that which Les Cartes speaks of, but fate has made it my charge not to challenge that darkness. Instead, my labour is to secure these passageways so that come the time of prophecy, when evil shows its true form, they may be reopened and their relics uncovered. Maxim St. James. Les Cartes. Well, that's the Shadow Man, and those are the Dark Souls. Long before the men of Shadow, creatures with souls of evil, did descend upon the world. Immortals, they were led by the one who is many. He who bears the mouth of blood. After the longest of battles he was defeated and banished to the place beyond the worlds, and the dark souls of his armies were sealed into Govi. And the Sisters of Blood were entrusted with the Govi, and for many lifetimes the dark souls lay under their protection. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then the one who is many did return from the place beyond worlds. Under his banner did he unite the madmen and killers, and they did build the asylum in the world of the dead. And sending his minions throughout the world of the dead, he gathered the dark souls that were not under the sisters' protection. Using their dreaded power he summoned the 5 mortal men to do his bidding, and they built for him gateways of souls into the world of men. So the 5 did appear in a dream to the sorceress, and their lizard king did announce the apocalypse with the cries of 1,000 men. And in the darkest hour the sorceress did call upon the man of Shadow, and the serpent did guard the Marrow gates until the Shadow returned to the world of the dead, and thence did this serpent become his advisor. For the man of Shadow did open the coffin gates, and for the first time in 100 years were the path of shadows walked. The man of Shadow did break the sister's spell on the Govi, and then taking the dark soul's power he did unite it within him. The greater powers the man of Shadow finally entered Asylum, and did find the gateways within that lead to the world of men. And he passed beyond them and did confront the 5, but in the broad light of day did he fall to them. And the sorceress fell into a deep trance, her powers exhausted, and the Shadow did fall upon the world of men, and Legion took the power of the dark souls unto him. The end. Baton, that blade which pierces the ether and carries the spirits through it. The flambeau, view, bearer of the voodoo flame. The marteu, that which sounds the rad of drums. I see, we're going to be needing these things. The calabash, destroyer of the sacred vive, I don't know how to pronounce that. Asson, sacred rattle of the mambo. Poigne, to climb the falls of blood. Insigne, that which protects. The eclipser, the bringer of night, releasing the shadow into the world of man. Le Soleil, brother sun. Le Lune, sister moon. Le Lame, the power that binds. Only the most powerful may read this book of secrets. The sacred marks given in trials by Les de Sang as protection from the element of fire. That he may grasp fire yet feel no pain. Then he may walk over burning coals. That he may be consumed by flame yet no harm shall come to him. Offering to the Loa on the altars of life, lying beyond the wasteland, 100 cadocs made as an offering to the Loa shall increase the strength of a man's spirit. Okay, so basically that's talking about artifacts which we need. And if you remember back when we sort of started exploring in this part, we found those three drums. And okay, so I can't open that yet, I'm not strong enough. So obviously we need the artifacts for that. The problem is, how do we get the power to do it? Okay, so this door shows power. And as you can see from my health bar under there is a bunch of symbols which are pretty much the same as what's on the door. So somehow we have to get our power up, so I don't know how we're going to do that. Okay, we're on the right track, I'm guessing. This is getting interesting. I like this. I think it's well designed, actually. So far, now, my as first impressions, this is looking pretty good. But that could very quickly and easily change. I see where we are now. We're back at the start. Because there's the 3 drums. So obviously I need that artifact for these 3 drums to open that door. Okay. Now, as you saw in the book, it talked about an artifact or something that will allow him to cause the shadows to appear in the world of men. Because during daytime, Shadow Man has no power at all in the world of men. He's just a normal man. He is Michael Leeroy. And so he has no abilities, none of his Shadow Man abilities in the world of man during the day, only at night. So obviously we're gonna have to fight the 5, but we can only do that on the world of man. So the problem there is that we need to be able to make it so as that it's dark when we're fighting them, otherwise we won't be able to survive, we won't be able to beat him. Now there's also an artifact which allows us to climb the falls of blood. But I don't have it, so we need to basically find these artifacts somehow, which are found through such passages as that. The problem that lies is that actually getting them. That is the problem. Okay, so that's how you strafe, okay. I'm not liking this. Oh great, another one of these. Shit! Where did you come from? I don't want to know. I'm just gonna shoot you. Okay, you're getting a little bit too close to me for comfort. I assume you can jump, maybe not. Either way, I'm just gonna shoot the crap out of you from where I am. Same goes for you. Okay. I have to say, this game is really weird. But again, like, the fact that I haven't read any of the comic books probably doesn't help either. It'd probably make a lot more sense to me if I had read the comics, but I don't really know. But I mean, if the game did indeed get a second, like, you know, a sequel, it must be pretty good, because it wouldn't have sold if, with that said, there's games that are good but still didn't sell. So I suppose I can't use that as a comparison, really. I know where I am. I'm here. This is where I was, but I'm on the lower level. I am trying to figure this out, but it's not proven to be as easy. There we go, that sorted him out. Strafing for the win. I suppose that's another one, is it? Of course! Of course it is. I know that some of you might not like the idea that, you know, there's a lot of reading to do, but, you know, it's kind of important for the story to know what's going on. And the thing is that I really like that in a game, personally. I really do like that, because it's giving background to the actual game itself and kind of tells you what's going on. You know, I always liked there being a little bit of background that you can just read up on if you want to. Like, you know, you don't have to, but I like to know. I like to read it and everything. Okay, let me see what is going on here at all. See, I'm a bit lost. Okay, there's this bridge. I didn't go this way. This is new. These guys can just appear out of nowhere. Ow. He hurt that time. That did hurt. Is there a purpose for these? Doesn't look like it. I'm a little bit lost as to what I'm supposed to do exactly. I'm not sure how I gain power as such. I'm guessing the only way to really gain power is through releasing the Dark Souls from the Govi, but I don't know how to do that yet. Yeah, see, I didn't need any power to actually open this one, but I do to open the next one. The problem is, how do I open it? That is the question. Do I have to go back to the living side? Or what do I have to do? I like the music though. The music's quite good. No. Okay, that didn't work. Let's see if I can open this Govi. Oh, shit. I've been playing too much Super Frog. Pressed the wrong button. Alright, let's have a look over here and see what we can find. I'm liking this so far because it's got... it's very, very unique. I can't think of another game that's actually quite like this. Can I shoot it? Aha! Awesome! Right, so we've got one of the Dark Souls. So there's 4 here, and there's 120 in total. Well, this is gonna be fucking fun, isn't it?
I'm the Lord of Deadside.
No. Also, here's an interesting fact. I don't... Where is that? Where did that come from? I hear it. I think it's below me, isn't it? Nope, there he is. Here's an interesting fact. The voice actor of Shadow Man, I can't think of his name, but he's the guy that does, he does the voice work for a lot of trailers of movies. Whoa.
Unsalvaged souls that drift beyond the narrow gates for an eternity of waiting. This infinite limbo, this wasteland, this untamed, unnatural afterbirth I command with my endless darkness. What ineffable secrets are whispered within the paths of shadow? What red-edge realities rising bleak above the blasted skyline? Deadwing, Duppy, Zombie Mother. This voodoo lord outlasts them all.
I see. So I'm now in another area. Now we're getting somewhere. Right, I just want to go back for a second. I just hope everything doesn't respawn. That would be a bit annoying. So basically, this is like dealing with 2 different worlds. It fucking has, hasn't it? Shit. That's all I have to say to that. Shit.
Great.
What does that do? I have no idea what I just picked up there. Okay, so I can't use this yet, can I? No. Okay. Let me see. Luke's bear. So I see. Prophecy chamber. Okay, interesting. So Luke's bear is essentially a portal. Right, okay. I'm liking this. This is really interesting. I'm liking this so far.
Got it.
This is quite interesting, I have to say. Why can't I shoot him? Okay, maybe now I can. I'm getting used to the controls now. They were a little bit awkward at first, but I'm getting used to them. It's a little bit easier now that I've kind of switched it back, I have to say. I have a feeling we're going to be doing a bit of backtracking later on. I don't know how essential it is to actually get all of the Dark Souls. That I don't know, but excuse me, I have a feeling we're going to be doing some backtracking throughout this game. Just, you know, as we get more artifacts, it gives us more ability to get to different places. Like, there's something that we need to be able to climb up these sort of falls of blood. Okay, I don't know what these things do, but I'm just gonna go with it anyway. Right. Okay, but how do we get up there? Interesting. Can I get up there? No. There's like creatures in that water and I don't like it. You get. I'm really enjoying this. I think this is quite cool actually. Put down the gun, move forward a bit and jump. There we go. I don't think this really brings me anywhere specific, but it'll bring me over here. At least I can get that thing, whatever that is. I'm really enjoying this. I think this is awesome. So far, like, you know, I've said that about games before, and my opinion has quickly changed as the game goes on. Yeah, there's not really much more for me to find here, is there? Ah, bollocks. I want to get that. Let's try it again. I don't know how swimming works. It certainly didn't work very well back in when the alligator got me, or the crocodile. I can never really tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile, I'll be honest. Ow! Ah, I see how swimming works. Okay, that's fine. How's about stop attacking me and just get up? Now, where did you come from, butt munch? I don't have a... I don't want you to kill the fish. I want you to kill that thing that's spitting bile at us. There we go. Yeah, die, bitch. Okay. Oh, I can see how the swimming works now, so it's not too bad. Quick, get it before it disappears. Crap. Okay. Yeah, I can see. I can see now how swimming works. Okay. Yeah, I've got the gist of it. It's a little bit backwards for my liking, but it works. Oh, come on! I don't know what these things are supposed to be, but sure. Basically, what way the swimming works is if you press up, it goes down. If you press down, he goes up. That's kind of how this is working. Which is... no wonder I fucking died. Well, at least I know how it works now. I want to get that thingy. And I think then it'll be a good time to finish up this episode. I'm enjoying myself. I like this. Oh! Just easy does it. There we go. Right, so there's only really one way to go. Just get up before those fish things eat you. Whatever they're supposed to be. And the only real way to go is this way. And I think then will be a really good time to finish up this episode. Well, that brings me to here. But I don't understand, because there's nothing more that I can do. I wonder if I was to go back to the living side, would that work? Or would that help me? I don't know. Maybe I have to go back to living side. But we'll leave that for this part anyway, guys. And we'll have a look in living side in the next part. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Thank you, and have fun.